Okay, I've used this particular building before because it represents the most common scenario for me. A lot of people like to demonstrate outside, and that's effective too, but I spend more time in a scenario like this where the power may have gone out. And this building is 65 feet. So if I go to like the farthest point, get an idea of the potential of the, here's the Firefly, which obviously in this particular case would be, good if you were, doing some reading or something where you didn't want to have to draw attention to yourself. Low. Medium. And high. Overall, on the usefulness, I like it because it fits well in your hand. Very, very powerful light. Can see like where this is where Al Capone's volts were. Just kidding. But you can see it has a very nice hot spot, or should I say a little bit brighter spot in the very middle, but the whole perimeter, I mean, it almost lights up wall to wall, so anything in your peripheral vision is still getting lit up. Very effective light if you are looking for something that is a nice blend of a good size, good in your hand, in the pocket, or the holster. I personally have found I've kind of gone away from the holsters, but I've been back to trying to give it a try again. So an impressive light throw. Like I said, it's you can see that in this case it's going more than wall to wall. I mean, that's just aiming it up. It is lighting up this entire room. Okay, so you saw a little bit of how I would normally be using the light. The light is the OrcaTorch This is the T20 Pro, and I have to admit, I was sent this to review, but I actually requested it. I watched my friend Big Jeff, Gunwild1. He did a review, and I like this particular style and size of flashlight. Gunwild, I have a question. You made a comment that I have the T20 Pro and yours was just the T20, but your kit actually seems like it had one feature that was a little bit better. The T20 kit had a dual battery charger, but putting that aside, why mince words? So, what comes in the box? But like I said, I like this style. I really wanted, for its price point, it's always nice to see companies that are making high quality things without charging the prices of some other companies, but I won't mention names. So what's in the box? As I said, you get a wall style single battery charger. The flashlight itself has a charging port on it, so they send along the USB cable for the flashlight. They actually send you two 18650 batteries, which were fully charged, by the way. They send you a holster. What's cool about it is it not only can you use it for a belt, but you can also use it for like molly webbing. Decent quality. They send you a lanyard. And extra O-rings. I can't remember what was in there actually. I think the sticker might have been in there. OrcaTorch, get it? The warranty card and the manual. And then of course, the star of the show is the flashlight. Definitely well made. They got the I need to take the battery cap off. Of course, I have to do that to put a battery in it anyway. But oh, never mind. I have another 18650 in there that is dying, so I was able to show you that being plugged in. But you can take the tail cap off and remove this. This is just one of the things so that it catches it, so that it's not gonna roll away on you. The pocket clip. Then you got the tail cap, and then the selector. And since how I referenced it, one thing you'll obviously want to check when you get anything that works on batteries for the first time is are they charged? Most of this style is always usually pretty good for being fully charged, but like I said, I threw a different battery in there. First of all, if you see that it's orange or yellow, it means that it is not charging. For whatever reason, it is not charging. One of the first times I tried it, it was like, what is wrong with this thing? Why is it not charging? Oh, yeah, because you kind of have to have a battery to get it to charge. But what they recommend is that, they recommend that you have a battery in it. In order for it to charge, you have to turn it on, which when the charger is in it, it disables the function of it, but then lets it charge. So you have red for charging, yellow for not charging, and then green for when it's charged and you are ready to go. Like I said, I needed something that actually was in need of a charge. So. And I thought it was pretty cool that they send along a couple O-rings, and again they send you extra O-rings. just as a side note, for all the times that I have had flashlights and stuff that work off of O-rings, it seems like to this moment in time I've never had to replace an O-ring. I've had the selector cap on my work light actually stopped working. Overall, just a few of the features. It is 1,000 lumens for its max. It uses one of the 18650 batteries, even though they send you two, so you'll always be ready to go if you're in a scenario where you've used one up. USB charging. It does have the LED indicator like I showed you. A low voltage warning function, intelligent memory function. So, and I tell you, that is annoying. I don't think I'd ever pay money again for a flashlight. And what's that? It's whatever you had it in last is what it remembers, no matter how long it has been off. So in other words, it's like, okay, I just had it on high or turbo, and tomorrow, a month from now, or whatever, it'll still be in the same thing. It has overheat protection if it runs a little too long. And I remember one of the things about LED lights when they first came out is how they were supposed to be so much less heat. Yes, you can turn an LED on, and if you have a child or someone that touches it, at least initially it's not going to get warm. But I've had this on for some extended amounts of time, and trust me when I say they still do heat up. So it has a feature to protect itself. Dual switches, so if you want, you can just start to press this without actually clicking it, versus just on. It protects itself if you wrongly put the battery in. Like I said, the anti-slip and roll design. It's made out of 61 aluminum. Definitely a high grade polish on the aluminum reflector, and the glass has been coated on both sides. So features: tail switch, as I showed you. You can just start to touch it or lock it on. Once you're on, you have the selector. I know. I always call it's kind of a play on words for one of my favorite TV series. Instead of calling that low, I always call that Firefly. But yeah, it's just something I got used to. So when it actually is in low, which it is right now, of course, there's actually more of a reflection from the overhead lighting than it is producing right now. But that's 4 lumens. And if for some reason, you're just going, okay, this is all I need, you're going to get 470 hours out of that. You pick it up to medium, which, like I said, I went Firefly, low, medium, and high, but I guess we gotta give it what it is. This is considered medium. It's 60 lumens, and you are going to get 35 hours. So now, I know, squirrel moment. Gunwild actually did a test on just having it run, and he got better performance out of it than they even say you're going to. So that's always cool when that happens. Then you pick it up to high. You're to 380 lumens. You're going to get 5 hours and 10 minutes, roughly. Probably more. And then top, which I was calling high, is actually turbo. And you'll get 2 hours and 30 minutes out of it. But there is a chance that if you try to stretch it out, I personally, my
more than just the video that you saw at the beginning. I have had it going for longer stretches, and yes, it does get warm. 1,000 lumens, 2.5 hours, and you know, not only is it impressively bright, it has a great light, as you saw in the video. The way it disperses it doesn't have these hard lines. It's simply brightest in the center where you're aiming it, and then off to the peripheral, it is completely lit up. So, you know, if you're maybe using this for hunting or tracking, or you know, just maybe even safety, you don't have to worry about getting surprised because of a narrow focus. Is water resistant, and like I said, they say that if you go too long, there is a good chance that the heat protection will take over and shut it down. But I never got to that point. Again, I will have the link in the description if you maybe want to check out Gunwild One's video on letting it run for you know, until the battery went dead. I'll put a link to his video. But yeah, Jeff, I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the T20 and the T20 Pro setup, because we have the same of everything except for he got a dual battery charger. So maybe being a pro doesn't necessarily mean you're better. But no, I like the flashlight. Again, the bezel on it. If you needed something, as you know, it's not sharp to the point where you have to be worried about it. Except for if you're a person like me who carries, I have my work pants or cargo pants, and I have the you know, on my right leg. This is where I carry the flashlight, and I am here to tell you that after a while, this will start to cut a hole through your work pants or your blue jeans or whatever. But it doesn't feel sharp. But if you had to, and you know, try to, you know, give yourself some distance to get away from an intruder or whatever, that definitely can help. But the overall quality and the craftsmanship is very impressive. Again, it's just another great example that you can find great flashlights without having your wallet get the super soaker done to it. So if you're interested in this, the link will be down below. Run over to Amazon and pick one up for yourself. Again, some, you know, may not be the deal for some people, but I do like the case on something like this. If that way, if I don't necessarily have to, I actually can. I have something that I can throw into a bug out scenario, and everything is all in one place. Because I have done the stuff where everything is just loose in a bag, and 1 minute the charger and the cords and the flashlight are all together, and then a few tossing the bag in and out of the truck or whatever, and you find that you're looking for everything all kept in a nice spot. Obviously using up a little bit more of a footprint than if you just were to pull everything apart. But or if you're looking for that person in your life that is into flashlights, yes, we exist. I could probably be happy with drawers full of flashlights and slowly use them all. Lately, though, I have to honestly say I've been really lucky. I have, you know, stuff like the ORCATORCH here, and on a every single day use at work. Good luck trying to destroy something like this. So, okay. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Otherwise, my review I'll have my review, obviously you're watching it, a link to Gunwild One's review, and a link if you want to be able to pick one of these up for yourself. The T20 OrcaTorch. Cheers, guys.